They called it the most powerful air defense system in the world. But what if I told you that in actual combat, the S-400 has been outsmarted, jammed, even avoided entirely? Welcome to Top Thought. And today, we're not praising the S-400. We're exposing its biggest weaknesses and how enemies are already finding ways to beat it. The S-400's superpower is its radar, but that's also its biggest vulnerability. It uses high-frequency radars to detect threats from hundreds of kilometers away. But high-frequency radars are easier to jam, spoof, or saturate, especially with today's electronic warfare tech. Even countries like Israel, the US, and Turkey now deploy ECM aircraft and drones that can blind enemy radars, making the S-400 nearly useless in such scenarios. A blind air defense system is just a pile of metal. For all its hype, the S-400 hasn't actually been tested in high-intensity conflict. In Ukraine, Russia deployed S-400s, but they haven't stopped drone attacks, missile strikes, or low-flying cruise missiles from hitting targets inside Russian territory. Why? Because modern warfare doesn't play fair. Attackers use terrain masking, decoys, low-altitude flights, and wave attacks, which the S-400 struggles to handle. It's not just about power, it's about adaptability. And here, the S-400 looks outdated. One S-400 missile costs millions of dollars. A drone costs a few $100. So what happens when hundreds of small drones swarm toward a protected area? The S-400 can't handle it efficiently. It was built to stop fighters and missiles, not cheap drone armies. That's what we saw in Nagorno-Karabakh, where Russian-origin air defense systems were overwhelmed by Turkish-made Bayraktar drones. This changed everything and exposed the cost imbalance the S-400 suffers from. Modern warfare is as much about cyber attacks as it is about missiles. And the S-400? It's been criticized for legacy software vulnerabilities, especially in its export versions. According to experts, foreign buyers like India or Turkey don't get the full encrypted Russian version. This makes them more hackable, easier to study, and potentially remotely disrupted in a conflict. If you can hack the system, you don't need to fire a shot. The S-400 was designed to stop ballistic missiles and jets, not hypersonic glide vehicles. Today's hypersonic weapons, like China's DFZF or Russia's own Avangard, travel at Mach 5+ and maneuver unpredictably. Even Russia admits the S-400 can't reliably intercept these threats, which is why the S-500 had to be developed. So if tomorrow's war is hypersonic, the S-400 becomes obsolete. Russia has deployed the S-400 across Crimea and the Russian border. Yet Ukraine has successfully struck air bases, oil depots, and even military HQs deep inside Russia. Some strikes were launched from Soviet-era missiles and commercial drones. Where was the S-400? Experts believe the system was turned off at times to avoid radar detection. Others suggest it was simply overwhelmed. Whatever the case, it failed to protect. The S-400 isn't mobile-friendly. It takes time to deploy, set up, and calibrate. This makes it a prime target for precision strikes if its location is revealed. Modern enemy satellites and surveillance can locate it. Once spotted, It becomes a sitting duck for long-range artillery, anti-radiation missiles, or even loitering drones. Big defenses attract big attacks. No system is perfect, and the S-400, despite being powerful, is not an exception. It's excellent for theater-level defense, but vulnerable to modern hybrid warfare, AI-guided drones, and cyber tech. So, is the S-400 unbeatable? Only if your enemy plays by the rules. And in today's world, no one does. Thanks for watching Top Thought. If this breakdown made you rethink what you thought you knew, hit that like button and subscribe for more truth behind global tech and defense. And tell us in the comments, is the S-400 still relevant in 2025, or is it already outdated?